Well, this evening, this panel would be on designing for well-being, a cross-cultural dialogue. So for the same, I am now going to take this opportunity to invite on stage our wonderful moderator who has been bestowed with the responsibility to drive this conversation forward and extract all the perspectives. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an alumnus of CEPT. He is the co-founder of Edo Designs. He is the National Award winner, a TEDx speaker. He is also on the executive committee of IIID, and he is renowned across India for retail and interior design innovation. Let me tell you something very interesting about him. He was also on the Oscar panel for the Indian movie selection in 2020. Yeah, that's huge. So I believe by now you know who am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome our wonderful moderator, architect Mr. Neeraj Shah, co-founder of Edo Designs. Welcome to you, sir. May I request you to please have a seat at the dais. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our esteemed panelists. We have Ms. Renu Lijo, co-founder Lijo Rene Architects Kerala, known for experimental architecture and site-specific art installations. Can I request Ms. Lijo to please join us up on the stage? Please give it up for Mr. Gaurav Sharma from Mandala Architects, Agra. Well, they are known for their urban designs and heritage revitalization projects. Can I request, sir, to please join us up on the stage? Everybody, give it up for Mr. Sharma.
Và quý vị thân mến, vị diễn giả tiếp theo của chúng ta sẽ tham dự trên sân khấu là nhà thiết kế Đặng Việt Khoa, MD Case Vietnam. More than 20 years in hospitality and residential projects across Southeast Asia. Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Hemant Sood from Abraxas Interiors, Delhi. Well, he has over 40 years of interior design experience, ladies and gentlemen. I would request Mr. Sood to please join us up on the stage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would love to welcome on stage the Vice President of VNIA, Professor at Hanoi University of Architecture, Mr. Vũ Hồng Cương.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to take this opportunity to invite on stage one of our really esteemed and distinguished leaders. Please give it up for Mr. Saurabh Mittal, our respected Managing Director and CEO, Greenlam Industries. Welcome back to you, sir. May I request you to please have a seat at the dais. To all the panelists, we have a headset right there at your seat, so you can use the headset for any sorts of translation. It's on the arm of the chair, so you can just collect it from the chair arm. Yes. Over to you, Mr. Shah.
Thank you very much. I'm going to make a little bit of a change in the seating. So I would like you to come here. Mr. Kwong can come here. So yes, sir, please. You're in the right place. Sir, you'll have to come here. Yes. Sorry, I think we'll have to make one quick change. Please interchange. Yes, you swap. But you swap there. I'll come in the center. I'll come in the center. Okay. Yes. That's all right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to be here in the center. It's a little better, but we're going to start with you for sure. So, a little brief. Good evening, everyone. Xin chào cả nhà. So that's the entire family. Xin chào Vietnam. Tôi tan Devi Kafi. For all the others, yes, I'm here for coffee, even if we like the masala chai. So we are here to talk about something simple, yet very profound, well-being. No matter where we are, Hanoi or Delhi, Agra or Saigon, we as humans crave the same essentials: light, air, safety, and connection. Ansang, Konki, Zadin, and overall well-being. So today, this is even more relevant considering how mental health, stress, social disconnection, climate anxiety, all are shaping our lives. So let us ask and understand all these experts here how design can move from shelter to sanctuary, from Hoi Chungu to Chonating Tai. I am a better designer than a linguist, so I hope my Vietnamese was not so bad. Thank you so much for bearing with me. We'll start with the first one, quick. So ready, your work resists a fixed style. Let us know how this open-endedness ensures spaces become sanctuaries rather than structures.
Well, any design for that matter starts with the client requirements and how we respond to it with the restrictions of the site, the climatic conditions, the cultural and the social relevance. Many times when we give all these parameters paramount importance and how you put light and ventilation in centerpiece, I think well-being automatically comes into play. It's only when this topic was put forth in the group that I realized that it is so basic a topic that you don't even think about it while designing. It has to come naturally. That's how we have been working or trying to work over the years, how we bring in well-being through introducing light and ventilation in all our projects. And sometimes even social relevance comes into play,
Right.
and cultural, and all the other factors. When we design a project, there could be factors like a local material or a cultural relevance or a client's requirement that which needs has to play the centerpiece. With that and light and ventilation, we reflect that through all our projects. And that's how we try to make it as different as possible for a tailor-made kind of a project for any client of ours.
Excellent, I know. And we know through your work that whatever you're saying is actually happening there.
Thank you.
Thank you. So for you, how do you see large-scale industry transformation achieved that interior design systems foster culture continuity, especially with furniture and the furniture industry? That's for sir. The second one, yeah. Mr. Kwong.
Ông nhắc lại câu hỏi.
Sorry, this is quite an experience. Yes, sure, I'll do that. How do you see large-scale industry transformation achieved through interior design systems that can bring cultural continuity?
Trước khi trả lời vào câu hỏi thì tôi cũng muốn chia sẻ với các bạn Ấn Độ về cái tình hình thiết kế nhà ở tại Việt Nam. Thì với cái lịch sử chiến tranh rất là nhiều năm, các bạn biết chúng tôi chống Mỹ, chống Pháp, Trung Quốc vân vân. Và cái nhà ở Việt Nam thì đúng là cái nghĩa trú ẩn nó lớn hơn các cái nghĩa khác. Nó trú ẩn kể cả về chiến tranh, kể cả về thiên tai. Đất nước chúng tôi cũng là nổi tiếng về bão. Bây giờ thì trong cái thời kỳ hội nhập, đặc biệt là cái kỷ nguyên vươn mình của Việt Nam thì chúng tôi cái điều kiện kinh tế của người dân phát triển lên, và thực sự là nội thất của Việt Nam cho đến thời điểm này nó mới bắt đầu hội tụ những cái yếu tố để nó bùng nổ. Cho nên là cái ý trong cái chủ đề hôm nay về cái vấn đề hạnh phúc cũng như là an toàn cũng như là sức khỏe của nhà ở thì chúng tôi nghĩ là chúng tôi mới đang bắt đầu, và có lẽ là sẽ phải học thêm một số kinh nghiệm của các bạn. Thế còn cái việc mà ảnh hưởng của các cái công nghệ, các cái thành tựu khoa học công nghệ của thế giới thì cho đến giờ phút này thì ở Việt Nam chúng tôi tiếp thu cái đó rất nhanh, và toàn bộ các cái vật liệu, các thiết bị của thế giới, cái gì mới nhất thì Việt Nam cũng đang có và đang dùng. Thế nhưng mà tuy nhiên là cái mức chênh lệch trong đời sống của người dân nó còn hơi khác nhau. Thế cho nên là chúng tôi nghĩ là vai trò của Hội Nội thất Việt Nam cũng là sẽ kéo lùi lại cái kéo gần lại cái khoảng cách giữa người giàu với người nghèo, và làm sao để chúng tôi cũng cùng nhau xây dựng lên một cái không gian ở, đặc biệt là cái môi trường ở trong các cái nhà ở đô thị cho tới nông thôn nó có một cái phong cách của Việt Nam, để như cái chủ đề hôm nay là chúng ta đáp ứng cái nhu cầu về hạnh phúc, sức khỏe, nuôi dưỡng, chữa lành, vân vân.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for connecting safety first with well-being. And I see that both the countries are economically growing, and I think that's where a lot of change starts happening as far as well-being is concerned. Thank you. Mr. Gaurav, for you, your practice is about harmony between modern design and ancient spatial wisdom. Any tips where both technology and tradition can together work in order to bring these kind of changes in contemporary spaces?
First of all, Xin Chào Vietnam, and good evening to everyone. And answering the question which Mr. Neeraj has asked, first of all, every place has a history of its own. When we are talking about a context of a place, there was science before also. We have technologies which were actually deriving the designs. And even now, we are studying the ancient technologies and we are reviving into a very modern context.
Yeah.
So we need to learn from our histories, from the people who have actually used the spaces. And first of all, I actually came from a very lovely city from India, which is Agra. You must have seen Taj and from the state of UP. So we have seen a celebration of art and architecture. And because of the scarcity of water out there, people have created beautiful structures, but they have left the cities. See the example of Fatehpur Sikri.
Yeah.
So to revive, we now have started different technologies, different systems to revive, creating harvesting systems so that we can have a lot of habitable spaces for the people.
Sure.
And talking about the city of Agra, first of all, I would like to say that it has been renowned everywhere. And we need to learn a lot from the city as it has seen beautiful architecture from Mughals. So when we are talking about technologies, modern technologies, some things have already been derived from our histories. So I think we need to learn more about what your ancestors have already built and what we can actually give to future generations.
Sure. Sure, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll come back to that a little later. We may not have time to really, go back to the second round based on the replies that I've got now. But I'm going to give this great opportunity to Mr. Mittal here, considering that he has been taking care of so many people's well-being. Last 2 days have been great fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great round of applause, come on. I can hear the clanging of forks and spoons. I also request some of those slides that I had given, which is just a backdrop. So it's nice because you kind of get another kind of a context there. So, sir, I'm going to ask you two questions at the same time, one after the other. These slides are just to kind of give you a backdrop and maybe remember and take home something with you. So we're doing this discussion here, thanks to you, but I want your views on why well-being in design architecture is so much important today.
Well, I'm not an architect or interior designer, so I think I'm amongst all the experts here.
No, I want your view.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to cover that. So I'll give a little bit of background.
Sure.
So what we try and do,
Yeah.
I'll relate to our business, and we've tried to produce products which we can use in our own homes.
Yeah.
You know, my wife and myself. We said we'll only produce products
Wow.
which we can use. So the quality of products, the design of products, the emission of products, the eco-friendliness in terms of
Right.
FSC, PEFC,
Yeah.
sustainability.
Yeah.
I think that's been important as far as we go as a corporate or as a brand. So clearly, I think that's what we have tried to contribute to you all. So you're choosing from amongst the best quality available
Right.
globally in India.
Yeah.
So I think that's one piece of
Sure.
it. And as far as well-being is concerned and why it's important, I think we have no choice. I think well-being leads to productivity, happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment of life.
Yes.
So clearly, I think well-being is a base. Well-being of a family, of an individual, of a team. I think is extremely important, and that has a multiplier impact to the individuals, to families, to people, to society. And I think architecture and interior design play a massive role. We can see an office which is well designed
Yeah.
to an office not so well designed, where there's quality of interiors, air, ergonomics, greenery inside in the office.
Yes.
We've seen manufacturing plants well designed, architecturally, well laid out, enough greenery, enough plantation. I think it has a massive impact on people's living. So I really think from that perspective, it's of utmost importance.
No, I'm very glad you actually covered so much, from your products, from the products that you use, which is what you make. And you're talking about the general aspects of well-being. I'm going to ask you one question, and this is not prompted by any of your team members who, we've interacted with so much. What kind of steps does the organization take for well-being of the employees? And especially the manufacturing part of it.
So I think that's a big one. And I think it never gets over. It's a journey. And clearly, as a company, we're also on that path, of building the right teams, nurturing them, taking care of people, financially, social security, workers' health, medical checkups,
Nice.
Insurances,
Wow.
ambulance in factory, doctor on site. So clearly, I think it's again a journey, career development.
Oh, very nice.
So I think it's again a journey.
What's our strength like?
We have about 9,000 team members.
Wow.
Across.
Big round of
the
applause.
country.
That's 9,000 team members. I was just checking if everybody is very hungry. I think you all are, considering the applause. But 9,000 employees is huge. And you call them team members, and that's great. I like this. With a little less light, or it's not good. I'm a little restless because I think we're short of time as well. And I'm going to ask you something that's quite relevant to you. So especially because you are doing a lot of hospitality design. What are your challenges in translating this whole concept of sanctuary, which is Chonting Thai, into design? Especially, to make it a little simpler, is the fact that very often hospitality is done for a client who is not necessarily the end user, right? So how do you bring in this whole sense of home sanctuary in hospitality?
I think it's very related to well-being. I have worked in this industry for 15 years. And from my first hotel design until the last one, I see a lot of improvement in terms of guest experience.
Okay.
And I also see the change of the need. So at first, it's very basic well-being. Right? Like client want to have a good sleep,
Yeah.
so there's no noise in the room. The light is nice, but more and more now, the guests require a deeper well-being, which is the connection to the local,
Okay.
the connection to the environment, the community. And recently, more and more projects, every hotel, we need to tell a story. We need to tell a deeper local story and offer more than basic well-being, let's say. And not only us, because designer cannot do themselves alone. There are many other people around us to support, which is the operator,
Yeah.
owner specialists, lighting consultant, sound consultant, IT consultant. Everyone do the best for the guest experience.
Okay.
And the reason is not coming from the guest requirement increasing, but also coming from the competition. Right? The market's growing, a lot of good hotel around you. So you need to be better, and you need to offer more than, let's say, basic well-being.
Sure. Fantastic. I think you've covered quite a lot of points. And especially bringing in the collaborative aspect, of consultants coming in. So for you, as someone, who's been balancing a lot of your own practice and the editorial side, but with the editorial side also comes your speaker side. You've been at a lot of forums. How do you see design discourse now influence this whole idea of well-being? You can reflect on few other forums where these things have been spoken about, either near the bar or on the platform.
Yeah, well-being is being definitely spoken about. It's the definition of well-being itself today has become important because we've started with sustainability. We then started talking about the green buildings. We're now into the well certification. Not only how good the building is, how it was made, how it sustains itself, but also how good is it for the people who occupy it.
Correct.
So wellness is important, well-being is important, and it's now being talked about almost as often as green and sustainability, which are the two buzzwords of the design industry.
What about your other area, fashion? What is happening there?
Well-being is again, all designers, whether it's interior designers or fashion designers. The good part about us is we design not for our own use, we design for somebody else.
Okay.
And the well-being of the person, the usage of the person, the comfort levels, the usability, the practicality, all that is important.
So for everyone here, the fact is that, and we were having a short little discussion with Shilpa there, and the question always is, and what Rennie was saying was, this is so basic, well-being is all there. I mean, obviously we're talking about well-being, but the problem is that very often, in trying to match so many other aspects of design, budgets themselves, sometimes budget overshoots is non-well-being of the client, right? And at that particular point, I think these basics are things that we have forgotten, and today's case is only a reminder for the same. What we're going to do in the second round and start from there is quickly and one word, just one word. What do you do for your personal well-being?
Pray.
Pray. Excellent. Sir. Same question to you. What do you do for your personal well-being? One word. Only one word.
Luyện tập. Exercise.
Oh, exercise. Exercise. Lovely. Yes. The rest of them get more time to think. Okay.
Learn.
Learn. Okay. Sir.
Be disciplined.
Discipline. Fantastic.
I was going to say the word improve,
Improve.
but I learned a new word today from Saurabh. Bettering.
Bettering. Oh, fantastic.
Be better than you are what you were the last
Earlier.
day.
Fabulous. And that gives you a sense of well-being. Excellent. Sir.
Wow, I'm a little bit Buddhist, so I like to be alone and thinking nothing. That's the
Oh,
way I
fantastic.
recharge.
So we call that meditation? Yeah, kind of meditation? Great. Fantastic. We have a rapid fire. And please speak louder. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Who is that for? For me or for the speakers?
I think for all of us.
All? Okay, okay. We've just got 2 minutes, and I think we're going to do this quickly. We're going to start with you, sir. One future trend in furniture to look out for.
Hiện nay nội thất Việt Nam thì đang tích lũy cái văn hóa thế giới. Tức là chúng tôi và người dân thường đang thích những cái đồ nhập ngoại. Và cái mà chúng tôi cần phải làm là làm sao mà đưa cái truyền thống, cái bản sắc vào trong những cái đồ nội thất của Việt Nam đương đại. Đưa truyền thống và bản sắc vào.
Oh, fantastic. So this, you think, is the new trend. And I think this is happening in India as well, right? We're trying to, bring in the craft and the tradition, and as our dear friend, Mr. Kumat, also is bringing so much back in. All right. For you, sir, you design excitement, right, in your projects, and I think that's a large part, and that itself is one emotion to touch. Tell me, in order to bring in this excitement, especially with luxury, right, or with hospitality, what do you pick? Would it be only luxury? Would it be rustic, industrial, minimalistic? What do you think brings in this whole aspect of excitement?
Firstly, I think every designer has their own taste.
Okay.
And not every designer can do own kind of style.
Yeah.
So for our studio, our approach is very contemporary. Then you touch a bit about the luxury. Our luxury, in our opinions, in our office, we define luxury by unique experience.
Okay.
Because if you focus the luxury on the material, then it's unlimited. Because every new hotel we try to have a better material, right? More luxury material, and it's that competition is endless.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, we offer we have more love into our design.
Yeah.
We put more time in our design, and we create a unique experience that the guests will not have it in any other hotel.
So here we're not talking about an ism, we're not talking about a style. What he's talking about is he's trying to bring in more love, and rigor
Yes.
within the process in order that is translated into a more exciting or a more usable or user-friendly space, right?
Yeah, as long as you touch people's heart, then they will love it, and it can only come from your heart.
But you don't mean touch physically? Okay, not touch, okay. Madam, for you, name any 2 projects, could be your own, could be something else, that our audience must visit that you have designed and experienced in terms of well-being? It could be your project, it could be any other project that you've seen. You can take your time. Where you felt it, you felt this whole idea of well-being. I'm sure one is a temple,
Close.
okay?
One is a church.
What is a church?
As a student, all of us architecture students would have studied about Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And it was not my favorite building till I visited it. In fact, I thought it was quite satanic with
Yeah,
its form,
yeah.
with its color. But the minute I entered, I was in tears. I was moved.
Wow.
That was an experience totally different to me, unlike any other. So that is one building that, as an architect, I believe everyone should visit if
Great.
possible. Yes.
Fab. Any other?
There is none, there's no other which moved me as
Great,
such.
great. No, fair enough. I mean, it could be just one. And yeah, that's the Notre Dame. Trust me, there are so many others who have got the same kind of an experience, so it's amazing. It may not be well-being on its own, but it's kind of left some indelible mark, right? Imaji, for you, what's on your bucket list today in design? You know, which field or which area of interest would that be in life? I mean, you're bettering yourself, but what do you want to do next? Think about it. See, that's your well-being, right?
Yeah, what would I like to do next? Bigger is not important anymore. Well-known is not important anymore. I think something that's close to your heart, where you get a client who allows you to be free. That's, I think, the biggest challenge that professionals face today. Because you design for others, and when you design for others, you get dictated by others, and you rarely design for yourself. So if you get a client who allows you to design, maybe that's the optimum.
Fab. I think this is a great point. And from there, I'm going to move to Mr. Sharma here. Tell me, for your own home, what comes first, Vastu or technology?
A mix of both, I suppose.
Okay.
Yes. See, first of all, design has to have a sense of belonging.
Okay.
Then it should be an inclusive sort of design. Every inhabitant has to have their own views for the home. So I think it has to be a mix of both, because Vastu is not completely.
For our friends here, Vastu is a traditional Indian system that is followed very strongly.
Yes.
For a lot of reasons. There are practical reasons and there are auspicious reasons as well. And they connect to the science of astrology, astronomy, numerology, direction, sun, air, wind, right? But I'm going to ask you another question. When you're designing your own home, who takes the call, you or your partner?
My partner is also an architect.
Exactly.
Yes.
So who takes the call? Whose final say is important?
Obviously.
Okay, obviously. All right. Is it the same in Vietnam?
Yeah, she's there.
No, she's there. I'm saying, is it the same in Vietnam?
Acha, okay.
That the wife takes the final call on the design of your own home? Oh, yes? Okay, I get one yes. Oh, yes, I get 2, 3. Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you. For the last one, we're not over time, is that?
Yeah.
We are over time? Okay. So we got the last one, and that's for you.
Yeah.
That's for you. There's a caveat here. You are not supposed to name your own company.
Okay.
But name 3 brands in the world that you associate with well-being as an experience. And it could be anything. It's the brand, but whatever experience it gave you. It could be a store, it could be a hotel, it could be a product. Think about it.
I'm thinking. Yeah. So maybe if you say from an Indian context,
Any context.
could be Oberoi Hotels.
Okay.
Yeah. I think just with the service and the whole ecosystem around it.
Yes.
You're saying a brand, right?
Yes. And could be a product. So,
Yeah,
it
or-
could be your Apple phone for all
Not,
you know.
not like a service. I'm trying to make it Indian with Manishji's stories.
Yeah. No, that's all right. Anything in the world that you've experienced, it doesn't matter. Because
could be
we
like-
learn
like-
from everything, right?
I don't know if yoga it's not a product or a service, but
Yes.
if it's practicing of yoga,
Oh, fantastic.
it could be practicing of vipassana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but these are brands now.
Well,
which
in a
have been
way,
exported
yeah, so
and imported
brand and
back.
a service or experience.
Yes, fantastic. So yeah, I think that covers it. Can we ask him one last question? Okay. Name 3 other countries that you're going to take designers and architects to. Next.
There are quite a few of them, but trust me on that.
Next 5.0, 6.0.
Quite a long list.
Quite a long list. So, the question is relevant also because that means that those are the countries that the brand is going to be available in, and as well as going to have a larger presence. And I believe that we have a great presence in so many countries across the world, being the largest exporter. So congratulations for that. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here, being patient, not running to the bar, and being here with us. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you. You want me to conclude? Okay. So conclusively, we understand that, number one, just like on the airline or in the aircraft, when the mask comes down, you've been instructed that before giving the mask to somebody else, even a child, it's better that you first use it yourself. Which means that I think it's more and more important that we understand well-being for ourselves first, to know that it is so basic, so doable, but we as designers and as architects, we are so responsible for so many other people's well-being, and which is everybody in the ecosystem, not just the client and the user, but everybody who's working on it. And we saw that in Mr. Kumat's presentation as well. Look at what kind of transformation is happening, not just in terms of traditional art and craft, but also in terms of the livelihoods of craftsmen who live so far from the site. And let us embrace these simple aspects that we most often forget. And I think we got a glimpse of so much of beautiful design and architectural inputs that came in from all our presentations today. So congratulations to all of you. Such lovely and different styles, but so much of learning. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all our esteemed panelists. Can we request all of you to please stay back on the stage? First of all, let's all come together for a quick photo opportunity. Can we please have you right at the center? Thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge and expertise with all of us. And thank you for that very enriching discussion from both the countries that we got to hear some really amazing thoughts. Can we please keep the claps rolling for our esteemed panelists, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do that. Can I request Mrs. Parul Mittal to please join us up on the stage now to felicitate our wonderful panelists here?